So a lot has happened in the last week, so I felt it was appropriate to pull out my worst enemy, the selfie stick, and make a vlog. So after a year and 5 months, over 100,000 views, and nearly 2,000 subscribers, my YouTube channel has finally made its first $100. This took way longer than it should have, because I have over 50 videos by now, and what had happened was in the beginning of the year, YouTube demonetized a bunch of new YouTube channels, which included mine. So a lot of weird stuff was going on with YouTube at the time. We had all these children's cartoons, or what appeared to be children's cartoons, which were actually very violent and perverted, and a lot of hate speech that was like getting popular and conspiracy theories. So the advertisers were pulling out, and YouTube's response was to just demonetize everyone. So a good 3 months went by, and I was still producing content, but I wasn't getting any money at all for any of that content. And I'm gonna make it very clear, I don't know if you guys know how terrible YouTube's paying is, but they give you $2 for every 1,000 views. It's not very much. But like I said, finally, after all these things the channel had to go through, the demonetization, the apartment fire, we finally made it to the $100 mark. I like to believe that the channel's come far from the beginning. The quality of the videos has gone up. I had a chance to work with some YouTubers. I met Bill, I met Tiago, and I'm also working with some companies who've been sending me stuff to try out. I recently started working with Skate Pro, so that's pretty dope. Also, last week I opened the merch store finally, because for a while a lot of people are asking about the sweaters, the shirts, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna get this out the way. So I opened the merch store. I want to thank all the viewers who already purchased some stuff, but you guys should definitely check it out. It really helps with keeping this channel going. Alright, so I guess let's just talk about this video right now. So you guys probably noticing that, the way it's filmed is kind of odd. So, I'm not a fan of the selfie stick. You guys know this if you've seen my other videos. I absolutely hate selfie sticks. I feel they alter the way you skate, or at least in the beginning, and I don't use a selfie stick often enough to feel natural with it. So whenever I use it, I just feel very clumsy. Also, the selfie stick I'm using isn't very long, so it usually chops off my feet or my head if I hold it the regular way. So what I did here is I thought what's most important is my body and my movements, so I held the GoPro sideways, and that's why it looks like this. So the audio in my videos sucks in general, that's why I try not to do voiceovers. And even mixing, I've literally learned how to use Adobe Premiere Pro just to create this channel. So before the creation of this channel, I didn't know any video editing at all. But now I'm like intermediate level. I'm just pretty bad at audio mixing. But yeah, so if you're having issues with this audio, the microphone I'm using, it sucks pretty bad. It's actually a headset for like online gaming. And I'm gonna put CC. So lately I've been putting closed caption on all my videos. So if you can't hear me, definitely turn that on. So the route I'm taking here, I've done several times. I've probably taken this route like 4 times in our videos already. If I ever go to Midtown Manhattan, I just cross over using the 59th Street Bridge, which, like I said, we see in the videos all the time, which I'm going to do right now. So I used to hate doing these forward-facing shots because my body would block most of it, but for some reason holding the GoPro sideways was just so much easier. So my body's set to the left, and what's in front of me is to the right, so it worked out pretty well. So every time I film this bridge, there's lots of cuts in it, and I would show you the whole bridge, like uncut footage, but it's a very long bridge, and which makes it worse is that it's very steep. So yeah, I'm gonna have lots of cuts here, but it's actually a pretty difficult bridge to skate. And another big problem is at the bottom of it, there's a hairpin turn. So if you're going into Manhattan, it's pretty bad, and going into Queens, it's pretty decent. But the Manhattan side, you've probably seen it in videos. It's like a really fast turn, and you guys will see that I kind of cut it close up ahead. It also doesn't help that I haven't adopted the whole large wheel tri-skate setup thing. Um, like right now I'm skating what was 80 millimeters by 4, but in reality they're probably like 75 millimeters because they're pretty burnt down. And I kind of want to pick up a tri-skate setup, so maybe I won't do anything too crazy, not like 125, I think that's too big. You know, I'm not a fan of tall skates, so I think I'm gonna go for like a 110 setup and see how that goes. I actually have very little experience with large wheel tri-skates. The only times I've got to use a setup was when Eddie let me use his twister edges, and I only briefly used them, but I could recall it feeling significantly different. But it wasn't something that I couldn't overcome. It's just it really did feel different in the beginning. Definitely look forward to exploring more with these large wheel tri-skates because I already do group skates and I keep up with people with these massive wheels, and I'm on these like really small 75 millimeter wheels, so I can only imagine when I have large wheels I'm just gonna be absurdly fast, or at least hopefully. So here I'm going on the downhill side of the bridge, and you can see that I'm trying to do a little bit of like soul plow kind of stop thing to slow myself down, but they're looking terrible, and it's mostly because the selfie stick makes me lean forward. I don't know why. I just lean forward when I'm using it, and if you ever do like a soul or like one of these like plows to slow down, you're supposed to sit back a lot, and I'm definitely not doing that. You're also going to see some pretty ugly power slides because I'm usually more upright. But like I said, I lean a lot with the selfie stick, and it's just terrible. I just can't stand selfie sticks. I'm so happy that most of the time I skate with other people, but I'm usually the one filming, so I'm rarely in any of my videos. I'm going to try to make Ricardo film more, so then I can appear more in my actual videos. So the hairpin turn I was talking about is about to come up, and as you're gonna see, I'm gonna turn wide, and I'm gonna end up on the oncoming traffic bike lane, and almost hit a bike. But yeah, it was pretty ugly. Wasn't too happy with it. So this skate in general, usually when I'm in the city, or when you guys see me in videos in the city, I'm like all up in the traffic and stuff. But this skate's pretty chill. I'm actually skating to a job interview. Yeah. And I'm trying not to get too sweaty, so I'm just hanging out on bike lanes, not doing anything too crazy, keeping pretty moderate pace. So it's actually pretty cold outside. It was like in the low 40s when I was filming this, I believe. And the wind wasn't helping either. So I don't really dress too heavy, but you don't really have to if you're moving and you're actually like, you know, exercising or doing a physical activity. The major issue that I have is that like I'm warm, but once I stop, I get cold pretty fast. So I really can't stop moving. That's kind of one of the major issues of skating in the winter. You know, you get sweaty, and then once you cool down, you got the sweat and it gets cold. And also, once it gets cold enough for ice to form, so a lot of times restaurants or the people will just spill water, or it rained recently and these puddles will linger and they'll become like black ice, and you'll be skating and then you'll never see it coming. So When it gets around freezing temperature, I'm like really precautious, or I just don't really do too much street skating. So I actually have like two pairs of fresh 80mm wheels, but I just been doing a lot of sliding lately. Like you don't see it, but for example, like the Flow, New York City Flow 2, whenever they're doing power slides and they're stopping, I'm like doing power slides too, but I'm like behind the camera, you don't see it. And like I said, I'm trying to do more soul slides or slow soul stops. I kind of want to slowly phase out drag stopping. I don't know. I just feel like I should just learn more tricks, not tricks, but more useful tools for speed management. And doing a soul stop or soul slide, it's pretty good because you can like turn and slow down like actively. I can't explain it. It's kind of good for that, for, like weaving through cars and simultaneously killing speed. So I'm trying to work in the soul stop more. I didn't really do it here because I just didn't feel comfortable. Oh, so here I'm actually going through red lights. So you can see me looking around. So the light's changing and it's becoming red as I pass through it. So I'm like constantly scanning to make sure that no one's like jumping the gun. Oh, and here I'm gonna do wait, it's not yet. Oh yeah, here goes an ugly power slide. That was ugly. Oh, and oh yeah, lately I've been doing giveaways, but participation is pretty low. Um, so it helps if you guys participate because I get this stuff from like Skate Pro, and you know they kind of want involvement. That's kind of the point. So it helps the channel. Everyone wins. You know, you get something free, and you know I get more stuff to give away. So feel free to check out the giveaways. I already had the backpack giveaway. I ended up giving away two. I gave away one live during the live show, which was our first and only live stream we've had so far. And then I gave away another backpack in the comment section. At the moment, I still have the footies video, and we're giving away one in each size. So you guys should definitely check that out. You know, you have nothing to lose and something to gain. So please check it out. I'm actually wearing those footies, the Inui footies, right now. So I just got into the habit of wearing them, and honestly, it definitely does help. So I do a lot of long trips on skates. I spend a lot of time on skates. So right now I'm going to an interview, and it's like 6.5 miles there, and I do the interview, and then I skate back afterwards, and it's just it's pretty comfortable when you wear the footies. So definitely recommend them. Oh yeah, so here I'm on the sidewalk, and I absolutely hate skating on the sidewalk for several reasons. People, there's a lot of people here. It's New York City, so crowded sidewalks, and just irregularity in the sidewalks. So like, it's just there's like a lot of cracks, or like these ridges you kind of get stuck in. People come out of nowhere. You know, you can't really. It's kind of hard to predict people's movements. I'm just not a fan of skating on the sidewalk, and because of like construction, you're gonna see me like once again I'm on the sidewalk, and not a fan of it at all. So the video's coming to, it's getting near the end. So once again, I want to thank the people who already picked up some merch. One of the viewers, when I made the announcement, because I can do community announcements now, and I couldn't do that before, so that's another thing I recently unlocked, requested different colors, because honestly, the classic BINY sweaters, the ones we all wear, are in black. It's kind of just like what we do, we wear a lot of black. But one of the viewers requested if I could make some merch, like the colors besides black, and I did. But for now, the classic BINY stuff, like the shirt and the hoodie, are gonna be solid black. Maybe in the future I'll do like limited runs in color, but I do have other Blade in New York merch that's in another color besides black, so you guys should definitely check it out. And also, don't forget to subscribe. You know, that definitely helps. And I doubt anyone who's watched a 17-minute long video hasn't subscribed. Like, why would you watch a video this long and then just not like it? But it's been a while since I've done a video this long. I've been trying to keep shorter format videos, so they're under 10 minutes. So this is actually the longest video I've done in quite a while. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I got a surprise coming next week, so I'll do community announcement about it, and just stay tuned. I'm trying to do a lot of things, so keep an eye out. Thanks for watching.